Question 14. Vasectomy is a surgical procedure where the tubes in the male reproductive system are cut and tied. As a result, the adult male is not able to reproduce. Now, what does it mean, unable to reproduce? It means that the male will not be able to have any children or any offsprings. I'm going to write down no offsprings. So if there were no offsprings or baby that developed, did fertilization happen? No. So I'm going to write down no fertilization happened. That means the sperms from the male did not fuse with the egg from the female inside the fallopian tube. I'm going to write down no fusion of sperm and egg. And this should have happened inside the fallopian tube of the female reproductive system. Now, after vasectomy, can the testes still produce sperms? Yes, they can. I'm going to label the testes for you here. And I'm going to draw a little sperm with its tail. Now, since it is the tubes that are cut and tied, the testes are not cut or removed. The function of the testes is not affected. Both still can produce sperms. I'm going to write down still can produce sperms. But when the tubes known as the sperm ducts, I'm going to highlight the tubes for you here. Now, when these tubes are cut and tied, can the sperms swim past the cut region and to be released out through the penis? No, they cannot. I'm going to put a big cross here to show that the path of the sperm is actually stopped. So, if the sperms are not released, can the sperm fuse with the egg cell? No. Can a baby be formed? No. So, let's take a look at the options which best explains why the adult male is unable to reproduce after a vasectomy. Option number 1. All the sperms have died. Is this true? We know that the testes still can produce sperms. So are the sperms still alive or are they dead? The sperms are still alive. So option 1 is out. What about option 2? The sperms can no longer be produced by the testes. We know this is not true because the testes still can produce the sperms. So option 2 is also out. What about option 3? Sperms cannot travel from the testes to the penis. We know that the testes still can produce sperms. But can the sperms travel past this region that is cut and tied? No, they cannot travel past that region to the penis to be released out of the body. So statement 3 is definitely correct. What about statement 4? The egg cannot travel from the penis to the testes. Is it the egg that must travel from the penis to the testes to fuse with the sperm during fertilization? No, in fact, it is the sperms released in the vagina that must swim to the egg and fuse with the egg inside the fallopian tube during fertilization. So we know this statement is definitely out, leaving us the answer with option 3.